Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Deep Sky Farms and welcome back to Mason County. We're looking at a big green machine here this morning. Off camera, I went through and I got rid of the stumps with the bobcat and the mulcher. Well, it's not a bobcat, it's a case, but you know what I mean. The skid steer and the stump grinder. And we knocked down all of that brush. We brush hogged it out. So we've got a nice, clean, tabula rasa field for us to start with. And what we're going to do, I picked up this mod called Conservation Agriculture. And what it's supposed to let us do, among other things, one of the features is it's supposed to let us seed directly, i.e., allow seeder field creation. And we're going to give that a try. So I've got our 7R hooked up to this seeder here. Well, it's a planter, but it's been modded to work as a seeder as well. And what we're going to do, we've got it set to grass. We're all loaded up. And I bought a trailer full of seed just to help us out here. What we're going to do with this is we're going to take this over and we're going to see if this is actually going to work. I have no idea. I haven't tested this. I didn't do a rehearsal. And it's starting to rain. I don't think rain affects seeding. But what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to start it right about here. And I got the big John Deere in the 1725 because I didn't want to take forever to do this. I was looking at the little Kubota seeder that we had and it's like, oh, that's going to take a week and I don't really feel like that. Plus we had the money. So let's see. We're going to turn this thing on. And we're going to drop it down. Now, theoretically, this should create its own field. And we're going to find out if this actually works. Is there a button on the F1 menu? Allow create fields. Let's see. Ho, okay. Cool. And we are planting grass. We are planting grass. Let's just stop here and see what our field state is. All right. I think we might have to come through and roll this again. This thing doesn't have the hitch for the roller. No, it doesn't. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So what my plan is, I'm going to run around the edge like this. And I think I might cut in a little bit of a road around the outside, an access road. But I left that... I left us a good margin up there in case we want to, use it to turn trucks or do accessory parking. But I'm going to bring this all around here, and this is going to be planted grass. Now, will this just blow through those weeds? We're going to find out. Oh, yeah. It just blows through the weeds. Now we're just going to come up here and we're going to get up to about, I think we're going to stop it about here. Lift. I reserve the right to do planted grass in at the trailer park. Now, it's funny. I can't remember what I left over here, if there's any logs or stuff down, so we may end up abandoning this partway through. But as we come in here, yeah, it's just knocking those weeds down. There we go. So from a practical gameplay point of view, I didn't have to hit that with the mulcher. We could have just went through there, ground out the stumps, and we would have been done. From a trying to do this sort of realism kind of way, that was accurate. Okay, so if we go right along in here, I'm trying to keep this as straight as possible, but that tree is right in the way. There we go. All right, that's not bad. Also, I don't have precision farming turned on, so I can fixie this if I need to. Yeah, okay. Now, the question is do I want to take out those trees or do I want to, because over in here we now have access to our house. Also, I'm not sure this thing's going to be able to fit through up here. I think we may need to take out another row of trees. Okay, fair enough. Let's fold this up and we'll just rip back on over there. So yeah, this mod here, this is, I don't remember who made it, honestly. I've got so many mods that I've lost track of them all. But what I did was I went in and I converted it from just a planter to a cedar planter. Multi-fruit, if you will. Partly because I really like this mod. I like the model. Partly because, well, it's mostly just because I like the model. There we go. Okay, now let's open this up again and we're gonna find out the extent of our property over here. Because I'm pretty sure when we get up to the edge of our property line, it's gonna say, nope, you can't plant there. And just for good measure, oh, we forgot to turn it on. Just for good measure, we got guidance steering on, and it'll make us a nice straight line. And I bet you whenever we hit the property boundary, it's going to stop and go, nope. I'm sure that I cleared up further than I intended to clear up, or that I would further than what we owned, but we'll see. See what happens. It should be coming up right over here somewhere. Right there. Whoa, I cleared up a lot more than... Something, something, surveyors, something, something. Now, I'm going to try and bring that up straight, up that way. Going to be nice hard corners for us to... Oh yeah, right inside that hill too, eh? Oop. And we're at 0, 0. There we go. Okay, so we'll run it up as close to that hill as we can, and then we'll just kind of scooch it around the edge, and then we'll start filling in the center. I kind of like this system, especially for this. And I want to leave us a pretty nice field boundary or field margin right about here. Yeah, right about there. I forget what we said this was. I think I said this was 11 meters or something like that. Okay, we don't need the guidance steering on right now. Yeah, it's still nice and flat here. Nothing's complaining. We're not using up a whole lot of seed either. There we go. Did I actually make that corner? I actually made that corner nice and clean. All right. So now, if we wanted to, we're going to do this. Now, the question is this how this would work in real life? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you can just direct drill into a grass field. Oh, we're going to hit that. No, we missed it. All right. Are we going to hit this? We missed it. Still have a couple of trees to take out, I guess. Yeah, can you direct drill into grass like this in real life? I don't know. We can do it in Farm Sim, so that's what we're going to do. But if you know, let me know. I'm curious to see. Alt-D. We're better back into this. There we go. Because I know from when I was a kid growing up on the farm, we didn't have things like direct drill or anything like that. I mean, hell, we were working with equipment that was basically horse-drawn and converted over to tractor. We were not at the cutting edge of agricultural technology. So what we would have had to do, we would have had to plow this and then disc it and then blah, 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 blah before we did anything like that. All right. And I guess this shows just exactly how much I watch actual farmer YouTube. Maybe I should start doing that. Anyway, whatever. We're doing fine here. We're doing fine here. And you'll see up in the right-hand corner, we have the interface for ProSeed. I don't have that. I didn't set it up because we're seeding grass. And grass is relatively low intervention. We don't need to worry about, running over it with the sprayer. It's pretty tolerant to all kinds of stuff. If we were doing corn or something like that, then yeah, we would worry about setting up tram lines, but we're not going to do that right now. Also, we don't have a sprayer. Is that going to hook the fence? No, it is not going to hook the fence. And the reason we don't have a sprayer is because we've been all focused on forestry and not a lot on farming. All right. Yeah, this is good. I'm going to have to see if I can grab that chunk of wood there. Now, another question is I wonder if that area that we cut that we didn't need to cut, if we can just go in and throw some trees and stuff in there. Like, I'm sure I can do it with the landscaping mod. But to actually hand plant or use the hand plant saplings thing, there. Yeah, this is the way. This is the way. I tried this with, what did I use? I tried something like this on Green Mountain. No, it wasn't Green Mountain. Green River, Alabama. No, Green River, Nebraska. And that's got big fields. All right, let's grab that. It's a wood frisbee. We'll just set it down over here by the fence. Out of the way. Actually, you know what I should do just to save FPS? There we go. There, two things left to render. It was river bottom. Or, sorry. Yeah, river bottom. Cool map, but holy cow, it was big. Even planting with this thing, it took me all weekend. So if you're wondering why I never did a series on it, that's why. It was just impractical. Or it would have been impractical for me to keep up with it. There we go. This is looking good. I wonder if I suppose we're gonna have to roll this out. I never thought that far ahead. There we go. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but this is possibly one of my favorite tractors that's been brought into the game. All right, we're just going to drop here. That got it? That's got it. And this planter mod, this works so well too. It fits, it's easy to deal with. You're not constantly jacking around with it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try... Are we going to try... Let me see how straight that edge is. Pretty straight. As in not straight at all. Same thing with this here. So we're gonna kind of clean that up a little bit because it's fine, but it's not. And actually, I may have to move over just a touch. Because if I get myself set up at 270... There we go, right on 270. That's a little bit tight to the fence, but it'll do. We missed, and we're not turned on. I mean, we can't always come back and fix it. Just landscape it out. And, I mean, this tractor would have guidance steering of some kind on it. A little bit more and down. There, that appeals to my ADD, I guess. No, that appeals to my autism. Whatever. So we've got a nice long straight run up there. And also, I've got this tractor and planter on a lease. I'm not sure if we're going to keep them or not. I kind of like this tractor. Well, like I said, it's my favorite tractor that's been brought into the game. All right. Now, should we try this same game going this way? Can we do this same game with that building in the way? We're going to try. So we would be looking at 90. As long as we stop before the building. All right, that's good. So we'll just fix that up there. Now, this is something that you can do. I'm sure you all know it, but in case you don't, if you don't have precision farming on, fixing your fields is as simple as this. And you can be as picky about this as you want, but that looks okay. Actually, it doesn't. I kind of messed that up. No, it's good. If you have precision farming on, then you have to do all kinds of messing around with it, because precision farming, even though you erase the field, precision farming thinks that there's still a field there. Hopefully that's something they fix in Farm Sim 25. All right, bring the cedar up. Weird that it calls it a cedar when I know it's a planter. There. Now we're out of whack on the next one. On the other side, so whatever. Yeah, we're out of whack a little bit there. Whatever. It's fine. We could spend all day trying to get this perfect, and we're not going to. No, back, 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 back. See, I guessed wrong about where the work area was. All right, well, you know what? That's good enough. We messed around with this enough that we're not going to get it perfect, and it's okay. Yeah, that's as far up as we're going to go with that for now. We can always, that's the thing about grass, we can always plant it in later. But we are going to turn this off. Maybe just leave this. We'll see. Because we did just blow in a pretty huge grass field. And we want to come around here because there's that big holler up there. I mean, I suppose I could seed all this in too, but we'll think about it. Let me know what you think if you want a seeded grass trail going through the bush. We also have to get that lumber or that timber out of here and get it to the sawmill. Get us some money, money, money. All right, I'm going to get us a roller and we're going to roll this out and then we're going to seed in our next field. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, here we go. We got the big wide John Deere roller. This is my, well, I almost always grab this one because there's not a whole lot of options for rollers in the game. And let's see, are we going off track? We are off track. I'm not using guidance steering for this. I should be, but I'm not. And just a reminder that we do have other stuff to look after too. We've still got one field up there full of poplar that we should go up and have a look at. And then we've got another field up there that probably needs planting. Yeah, right into the building. So here we are the next morning, or the next month. Our new grass field has started to come in, and you can see that it's giving a status of needs lime and needs plowing. Neither of those things we can do anything about right now while the grass is in. If we had precision farming, we could lime it, but we don't have precision farming running right now, so we can't really do anything. So what this is this says I need to learn more about the conservation agriculture mod and learn how to work it. But it was an interesting experiment. So let's hop on our Big Red and head on over to the other field and see what's going on in the back 40, because we got to get that planted if we want to move ahead with our cow feed project. It's been a while since I've been back here. I don't think I've been back here since last fall. I seem to remember buying one. I know I bought the one with poplar in it, but I don't remember if I bought any others. Have a quick look here. Okay, this is ours. I guess I must have bought this right after the harvest, because I didn't harvest any corn. I don't think we even own a corn header. Okay, and that's our poplar. I do remember buying that and checking on that a couple of times. That's sugarcane. That's not ours, but it will be once it grows in a little bit more. Yeah, that's our poplar. It's almost ready to go. Okay. Okay, and this is not ours. It's been plowed, though. And this is not ours. Huh. This is kind of cool. I never noticed this before. The water puddles. Has that always been there and I just never noticed it? Probably. Anyways, this also is not ours. And it's got rocks and all of that. So, if we're going to do soybeans and corn, or soybeans and sunflower for that cow food project, I guess what we're going to do is not worry about it right now. Yeah, we don't have enough time in this episode to do this. But what we are going to do is we're going to have to do a full-on field prep. We're going to have to buy these two fields down here because they come as a package on farmland. Yeah, these two are, what's this? That's grass or alfalfa? That's alfalfa. Oh, that's wheat. Oh, okay. And this is black bean. Okay. So we don't have anything that's useful to us growing back here. So yeah, we're going to have to do full-on field prep, and that's going to take an episode unto itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it here. I'm going to come up with a plan to do this, and we'll do a big field prep extravaganza. So I guess we're going to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for coming out. Welcome to the new subscribers. If you like what we're doing, leave us a comment. If you don't like what we're doing, leave us a comment. I may or may not respond to it. I try to respond to the comments when I can. We have a Discord. Stop by and say hi if you want. And thanks for coming out. Oh, if you want to see some high quality Minecraft content, check out Otter Plays. And yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves, y'all.